For the love of God, do not get a rental arbitrage in the HOA. And I'm going to tell you why. Reason number one, the neighbors. The neighbors, y'all. They are hell on earth. And it'll surprise you how bad it can get. They are entitled and demanding. They hate anything that differs from the norm of what they're used to in their neighborhood. If you're wondering why you should care about the neighbors and what they think, I'm gonna let you know. For some reason, they just cannot stand the fact that there would be people in their neighborhood, you know, coming in and out of their neighborhood that they don't know. And rather than just mind their business, they're gonna confront you or the owner about it. Trust me. They might even racially profile some of your Airbnb guests. I've had this happen to me multiple times, but the worst time was when a neighbor literally called one of my guests the N-word. I'm not playing. They literally called him the N-word. The guest complained to my staff about it. Airbnb guests being there is not the only thing they're gonna despise. They're also gonna hate if you don't manicure your lawn the way they do, or if you have your trash bins on the curb for 2 days past trash day, or if a tenant parks their car on the side of the road for a few hours. Here's why you should care. Even if I don't care about what the neighbors think, sure, that's how I felt too. I didn't care until they start calling the county, calling the city, calling code enforcement, trying to get your business shut down. When code enforcement comes to the property and says, oh, they're not doing anything wrong, short-term rental is allowed in this city or county, they're gonna take it a step further. They're gonna contact Airbnb and file a complaint against you. You'll soon find out the sad truth, and it's that Airbnb puts hosts last. So guests are first, and they make that very clear. They come first, neighbors come second, and you come last. And if I sound bitter, it's because I am. So they're going to automatically gather evidence from the neighbor, and if they are able to find evidence that your guest disrupted the neighborhood for whatever reason, they are going to threaten to permanently remove your listing. That's why you should care. It's because neighbors have power that they should not have over you. They can report you to Airbnb and also to code enforcement. And they can do it over and over and over and over and over again for months. I've learned that they give up around month 6 months. So if give it 6 months, they'll give up. The number two, you do not want to have rental arbitrage in the HOA. The HOA might change their bylaws, and so they might update their bylaws with new regulations that no longer allow short-term stays in their neighborhood. Usually, HOAs who already have rental restrictions, they're going to require you to have a minimum stay of 6 months to 1 year. A minimum of 6 months is not feasible. Even if you're doing midterm rentals, you usually don't want to have a minimum of 6 months. So the HOA can just change their bylaws at any time and add new regulations with this new minimum stay requirement. That means that you're out of business and you can't do short-term or midterm. If you're doing rental arbitrage, that might mean that you have to literally end your lease. Unfortunately, with me, I did have to end one lease because the HOA did change their bylaws and no longer allow short-term rentals in their neighborhood. And I tried to fight it, and I eventually just had to move out, and I lost. But that's for another video. That's a long story, and I'm gonna get into that later. The moral of the story is, do not get an HOA, do not get a rental arbitrage in an HOA. Just go ahead and get in a regular neighborhood and skip the BS. Go ahead and follow me if you want more information like this. I have so much more to tell y'all. I have horror stories, and I got information on what to avoid. This is no fluff zone. We're gonna get into the real. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.